guys, Will's giving us a tour right now. And all I know is I saw a Porsche. Alright guys, welcome to today's episode. Today's episode 13 of Adam and I's series of scaling a brand new agency from $0 all the way to $1 million cash collected in 2025. And as you just saw from the intro, we are in Utah. Been here for a little bit now, but this is not what this episode is going to be about today. In the next coming episodes after this one, you will be seeing the Utah content. And just before we jump into the Loom video training about the step-by-step process of going about getting a 5 to 10K plus videography retainer client, and also breaking down the strategy for that, which is what I talked about at the end of yesterday's episode, and you guys basically wanted both. So I'm gonna give you both. That's what this video is gonna be about today. But I just wanted to jump in real quick and tell you that that's what this video is about, and kind of, let you know about the teaser footage that you guys just saw in today's intro will be coming. You guys will see this in the next couple episodes for our Utah content, and just based off the conversations Adam and I have had today with our clients, we might be in Utah for a little bit. We might have to extend our stay. But that's to come in the next couple episodes.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Exciting stuff coming. Enjoy the training.
All right, guys, welcome back to episode 13 of Adam and I's series of scaling a brand new agency from $0 all the way to $1 million cash collected in 2025. And today I have a very, very special video. So I had a bunch of you guys comment on the previous episode whether or not you wanted to see a step-by-step process for landing high-ticket videography clients, or you wanted to have me kind of dive into the strategy that I've been having a lot of conversations with GBT about recently when it comes to the creator economy, videographers, and kind of the role for videographers and how that's going to develop over the next coming years as we approach $1 trillion valuation for the creator economy. You might be wondering, Ben, this looks like a very different style video from what I'm used to normally watching from you. That is because we are actually in Utah. And it's actually very, very exciting because the next couple episodes while we're here in Utah are going to be fucking insane. Just to give you a little quick sneak peek, this is kind of what Utah has looked like for us so far since we've gotten here. We got here about, I would say, 4 hours ago. It is currently 1:17 in the morning, and I am filming this before we finish the day, and I wanted to make sure that we had something to put out for episode 13, regardless of the travel day. Not too much going on as far as client stuff, but we are in Utah. We are here for the next couple days. We have a bunch of stuff planned with Wills and Jake for their YouTube videos, which is excellent. And I also have obviously still stuff in the pipeline. I'm going to be posting something on my Instagram story and try to connect with people out here in Utah. But with all that being said, you're here because you want to see the step-by-step process for landing a high-ticket videography client, which is this right here. And we can kind of just dive into this. So this is after having a very, 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 very long discussion with GBT for hours on end, and getting to the point where I was able to get this spit out. And this is something I mentioned in my last video that I really wanted to go over with you guys. And yeah, let's just get right into it. Okay, so phase 1, discovery and relationship building. Step 1, pre-discovery research or the preparation. Before the first meeting, do your homework on the prospective client. You guys saw this in episode 1 of this series, right? Where I talk a lot about discovery, because I considered what we did in that episode with Jake and Wills a discovery meeting, and also talking about the due diligence or the homework that I was doing on the prospective client. It's so important that you're doing this so that you have an understanding going into the meeting, that you know who you're sitting down with, you know what they do, you know what kind of industry, their business that they're in. This helps you come across as a trusted expert who understands their unique challenges and needs. It only allows you to sit down in that discovery meeting and show them that you actually did your due diligence and you actually know who they are and what industry that they're in, and it just builds rapport right off the bat. It gives you key research areas: client business model, are they a coach, consultant, e-commerce brand, or real estate business, existing video content. This is very, very important, because if you don't go and analyze and research what they actually already have on social, are they putting out videos, are they posting short form consistently, do they have a YouTube channel, all of these things allow you to then identify the gaps in the quality, the consistency, or the engagement? Which one is going to be a pain point for this client that you're sitting down doing a discovery conversation with? And if it's a combination of all these things, then you have a lot of pain points that you can dig into within this conversation. Competitive analysis, checking their competitors' content to see what's working for their specific business industry, looking for opportunities to create a competitive edge with better content. Outcome can be to prepare 3 to 5 insights that will demonstrate your understanding of their business and show how your videography service can help them achieve their goals. Step 2, discovery call. Purpose of a discovery call is to understand the client's goals, challenges, and budget while positioning yourself as a trusted partner, not just a service provider. This is a key right here. You don't want to just be the regular, friendly neighborhood videographer. You want to be an actual trusted partner who's going to go out of their way to establish a relationship that's going to help not only you make money, but also them and their business. Here it breaks down an agenda for a discovery call, introduction, rapport building, understanding goals and challenges, 15 minutes, sample questions, position yourself as a solution based on their answers and choose how your services can solve their problems. So basically understanding their pain points here and then position yourself as the solution. So you're basically bridging yourself as a solution based off their pain points and a desired outcome. And with that, you can explore their budget, talk to them about next steps, and the outcome is to gain clarity on their goals, their pain points and budget, position yourself as a trusted partner who can deliver the results that's going to basically create the desired outcome for them. Phase 2, proposal creation. This is what you guys also saw me do in episode 1, where I have this very, very in-depth process for being able to have a discovery call or meeting with a client, record the conversation, take the transcription, put it into AI, and ask it to make me a proposal or at least hit the biggest main points for creating a videography client proposal. Take that, put all the information into my client proposal template, and then this whole step that is listed here is done instead of maybe a few days to a week within 1 hour after the discovery meeting. If you haven't watched it already, go watch it in my first episode of this series. And you can literally see me do this entire process from the discovery meeting we have with Jake and Wills all the way up until the point that they actually sign the deal. You guys need to go watch this episode and see how I run through this process. It is actually going pretty viral for me on a short form piece of content on my Instagram right now because of how insightful and helpful people are finding it. So please go take a look at that. This is still pulled up here if you want a reference to this. Phase 3, closing the deal, proposal review meeting. This is when you would walk through the proposal, talk each section through with them, and just kind of discuss if everything looks good on their end, if they have any questions or want to address anything that they want to change. You could always offer a guarantee to reduce the perceived risk, offering a performance-based guarantee if feasible. If we don't see a significant increase in engagement after 90 days, we'll offer an additional month of service at no cost. Once the client is ready, present the agreement and next steps for onboarding. Close. Onboarding the client and kickoff. So we actually have a custom CRM prepared for when we onboard clients. And this is something that we paid a developer to make for us. So each time we close a client, we basically send onboarding forms over to them, have them fill out everything. They get automatically implemented into our CRM. And we can basically see the price that they close at, the deliverables, and who they are going to get assigned to for video editors. Adam's going to run you guys through that as we're finalizing it. You guys have heard us in previous episodes talk about this CRM that we have been getting built. It's basically 99% done. We're right at the finish line for literally having it done and implemented for our agency, but that's what onboarding for our clients is going to look like. And then phase 5, delivery and retention, ongoing delivery, content creation, performance reporting, regular check-ins, upsell and retain, upsell opportunities. Once a client sees results, offer additional services, retention, continuously demonstrate value by tying your work to their business goals, aka increase engagement, more leads, higher revenue, close deals, etc. Final thoughts is this process positions you not just as a videographer, but as a strategic partner who helps clients grow their business through high quality video content by focusing on value, results, and relationship building. You'll increase your chances of closing a 5 to 10K plus deal and retaining clients long term. Let me know what you guys think about this process below in the comments. I know some of you guys also mentioned that you wanted me to go through the strategy. Okay, so let's break down every section of the high ticket pricing strategy for videographers, 5 to 10K plus retainers in greater depth including specific tactics, psychology behind pricing, and implementation steps for maximum success. So identifying who high-value clients are: personal brands, consultants, or businesses with high-ticket offers, 2K to 20K programs or products who need content to attract and convert more leads, have recurring content needs. E-commerce brands require more consistent product demonstration videos and ad content, specifically ad content. Real estate agencies who need monthly video walkthroughs, can directly measure ROI, client examples, and how to target them. So personal brands, coaches, and consultants, action steps that you can take with them. E-commerce brands, direct to customer, action steps you can take with them. Create service tiers. Why offer tiers? Offering multiple pricing tiers increases conversion rates, boosts perceived value, and encourages upsells. We send proposals based off tiers. And what we do is we basically calculate and fine tune each number between the beginner model and the top tier model. And we highlight the specific middle one, the middle ground, for the numbers to be played off the other two, meaning that we put the most perceived value within the middle option, which is essentially what we're wanting the client to go with. We don't want them to go with the cheaper one, and we don't really care for them to go for the maximum expensive one. If they do go for either of those, I mean, we're still not going to oppose, and we won't really try to renegotiate unless it doesn't make sense for us. But most of the times we won't put something that doesn't make sense for us on the client proposal template. Content essentials, deliverable breakdowns, why it's priced at what it is, growth accelerator. Okay, so these are literally example like price tiers. If you guys want a reference to these, I mean, this looks pretty accurate to me. Management, strategy calls, priority turnaround, quarterly in-person shoot days. Yep, why it's priced at 10K. This is really important, guys. Like, this is actually really, really solid right here for AI. This section right here. Value justification, how to justify high ticket pricing, tie deliverables to ROI, highlight long-term benefits, explaining how consistent content helps them build authority, attract and nurture leads, increase lifetime customer value, as well as build a personal brand that creates an audience for the long term, so that, you know, that's going to be the asset going into 2030. That's going to be something you can't really pay for. It's something that people have been already for the last decade building. People like Iman Gadzhi and all these guys who have been doing content since it was literally not a thing, and now have indestructible personal brands and can sell anything from blue light glasses to energy drinks. And they'll sell out of those products every single time because of how much buy-in their personal brand has. Retainer agreement terms, why a retainer agreement matters, predictable income, client commitment, key clauses. These are some good examples. And another thing to think about is any of these parts of these strategies or step-by-step process that you want to go more in depth in, I literally could copy and paste these into GBT down here and ask it to go into further depth. So if I wanted to know more about key clauses for retainer agreement terms, I could take this and tell it to give me more further in-depth information about key clauses for retainer agreement terms, and it would go even further in depth with this. Step 5, we kind of already went over this: upsell opportunities, closing high ticket clients. Yeah, so this is what the strategy looks like. I think something else that's very important that I can run over real quick with GBT and show you guys is something I've been thinking about, and I've told you guys in the last episode, I've been staying up really late talking to GBT through a lot of the things with videography and creator economy. And something I wanted to ask is, how feasible do you think on a scale of 1 to 10 it will be for videographers who actually provide clients with ROI from their videos, moving towards a creator economy with $1 trillion valuation, be able to build and scale a video business to 7 figures? Wow. Can I choose the response? Oh, they're still going. Nah, this is crazy. What the fuck? Guys, this is why I literally get stuck on AI, bro. This is so bad. It's so good, but like, okay, I want to see this one. Dude, this is insane. I believe it's highly feasible for videographers who can consistently deliver ROI to build and scale a 7-figure video business in the emerging $1 trillion creator economy. Below is a detailed breakdown of why I rate it a 9 out of 10. Explosive growth of the creator economy. The creator economy is projected to grow past $1 trillion in the coming years, driven by platforms such as TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, and emerging platforms like Rumble and Substack. Monetization models. Brands and creators now have more monetization opportunities through sponsorships, ad revenue, and direct product sales and subscriptions. Why this benefits videographers. With more personal brands and businesses investing in content, the demand for consistent high-quality video content with measurable ROI will continue to skyrocket. Videographers who position themselves as growth partners, not just content creators, will capture a significant share of this growing market. Insane. Direct ROI attribution of video content, high-ticket retainer model, scaling potential, path to 7 figures, 10 clients paying $10K per month equals $1.2 million per year. Focusing on high-ticket clients and delivering ROI-driven results. Scaling becomes about building strong systems for consistent delivery, hiring additional videographers or editors to handle production. This is like insanely important stuff, guys. Leveraging digital products, the rise of personal brands and niche authority, low operating costs and high margins. This is another key that Adam is super adamant about. Outsourcing team building. Team building is something that we're huge about within our agency. Scaling blueprint, solo operation. Wow, this is crazy. It's literally giving you a scaling blueprint for a solo operation, hiring editors, building a small team including project manager and additional videographers, specific specialization, long-term client retention, market maturity, and client willingness to pay. Conclusion. Why is a 9 out of 10 feasibility? Given the trillion-dollar valuation of the creator economy, the explosive demand for high-quality content, and increasing willingness of businesses and personal brands to invest in video, scaling to 7 figures as a videographer is highly feasible. Critical success factors. Consistently deliver measurable ROI. Position yourself as a strategic partner, not just a content creator. Build a scalable model by leveraging retainers, outsourcing, and digital products. Would you like help crafting a scalable client acquisition strategy, a business scaling blueprint, or detailed SOPs for your video business? Guys, if you are not leveraging AI, like now you probably understand by the end of this video why I've been staying up for the last 2 weeks, and it's been specifically 2 weeks since we started this series. And now you probably understand why. Because the more I talk to GBT about this stuff is like there's so much to learn and so many different bases to cover when it comes to actually scaling an agency to 7 figures that we're still learning along the way. And this is why I wanted to share this specific video. And that's why I asked you in yesterday's episode about, did you guys want to see a strategy? Did you want to see a step-by-step process that GBT is telling us? Do you want to see literally GBT tell us why it's a 9 out of 10 feasibility rate for videographers to scale a 7-figure video business with the emerging trillion-dollar creator economy? Like, you need to start leveraging AI within not only your workflow, but within your conversations on a daily basis so you understand and you are ahead of the curve when this time comes. Because I'm telling you right now, in my personal opinion, I'm saying this right now on January 13th of 2025, come 2030, a personal brand will be the most priceless asset. You will literally not be able to pay for it at that time because so many people will be trying to build personal brands, and too many people in every single niche and industry will already be too established. It will already be too late for you to try to start because that's how many people are going to be relying on their personal brands to not just generate leads, sell products, sell services, but also be able to literally run all the businesses that everyone wants to be running right now. That's why you see more people, no matter what age, pick up social media, pick up the camera, start talking to the camera, and start doing this thing. The creator economy is going to $1 trillion valuation, not by accident. And this is a fucking fact. And this is exactly what the most intellectual software that we have access to and to speak to is literally telling us. So if you took anything away from this video, you need to take away from the fact that if you are a videographer in 2025, you are a creative, you are someone who wants to start an agency, or maybe you are a current agency owner and you still have limited beliefs about being able to scale to 7 figures, I'm not scared to approach trying to scale a business to 7 figures in 1 year, which is why Adam and I are documenting it the entire year. And I don't think you should be scared of it either. So if you took anything away from this video, it's start leveraging the resources that you have access to, that everyone has access to. Start having more of these high-level conversations, even if it has to just be with AI. And that all being said, like, this is fucking possible. And you need to literally start tricking your brain into thinking it is possible. And you shouldn't even have to trick your brain. I don't have to trick my brain to get myself out of my bed every single morning and go out and film with Adam and try to get clients and do this whole thing for YouTube, and not just do it for all of those reasons, but also be able to do it to say that we did it in a year, and then be able to, at the end of that, go give back, make episodes about giving back with a charity that we're going to partner with and give 10% of the annual revenue to, not just because, oh, like that's the right or good thing that, like, no, that's literally what we want to do, and we want to show the entire process of that this year, 2025, for YouTube. So that's all I got. I hope you guys got some value out of this, me breaking down the step-by-step process when working and approaching high-ticket clients, 5, 10K plus retainers, as well as the strategy for that. And also we got into some fun stuff with what is going on within the feasibility rate of videographers scaling to 7 figures within their video business with the emerging $1 trillion creator economy coming. So this is going to wrap today's episode. I know it was a little bit different, but as you guys saw in the beginning, the snippets of what we're already doing in Utah. It's night 1 for us in Utah. That being said, we get to spend all day filming tomorrow, which you guys will see in episode 14. So episode 14 and 15, you guys will see everything what me and Adam are doing in Utah. So until then, we'll see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching. And if you want to learn any more about this stuff more directly with me, more directly with my team, please go check out the links in the description. Hit the subscribe button, like this video, and comment what you want to see more of. If you want to see more of these AI breakdowns, if you want me to talk more specifically on other subjects, please let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.